What's going on, guys? It's Cash Booza. Welcome back to the post market report. And today we're going to be talking about the stock market, what happened today with the major indices, what happened with crypto, what's going on in the markets, what's going on with the jobs report, and a whole bunch of more stuff that is going to impact your portfolio and some amazing trades that you can take in this upcoming week. So without wasting any more time, we're gonna head straight to my screen. Let's head straight to my screen. Let's take a look at this. Nvidia is hit with DOJ subpoena as part of antitrust probe report. And Nvidia is just like, you know what? We never got any legal documents in our mail. We are completely ignorant of this. We don't care about any of this stuff. We are the biggest chip makers. We just surpassed everything. The market respects us. We are like the third or the fourth biggest stock of the US stock market, and we are just like the behemoth, right? We don't care about any of these regulations or any of that stuff. So we are doing our own thing. It doesn't matter if we take the entire semiconductor index down. We don't care about any of that. So Nvidia is like, okay, we are doing our own thing. We're gonna have to see what happens with this. But as far as the earnings goes, and Nvidia did beat earnings. Nvidia posted record profits, record numbers. But the market was like, Nvidia, you know what? We want more. We want bigger numbers. We want you to blow this thing up. We want you to like just consume the entire market. We wanna put so much money into you, but you gotta show some blowout earnings. You gotta like blow our minds. Nvidia is just like, nah, we're just gonna like post record profits. And the market's like, you know what? It's not good. Nvidia's earning was pretty bad. Let's take a look at what else is going on. The Bank of Canada is like, we're gonna cut rates. Bank of Canada has already cut rates for the third consecutive time. Where's my sad dog? I want to see my sad dog on the screen. There you go, the sad dog. The third rate cut in Canada. And the reason why the sad dog is up, guys, is because if the Bank of Canada is cutting rates multiple times, you know what's coming in the global economy. It's not good news. These banks are very, very clever. They don't cut rates out of the goodness of their hearts. They usually cut rates because something is broken in the system. Something bad has occurred. And that's why these central banks are like, you know what, we gotta support the economy. We gotta loosen up the monetary policy, and we will cut rates once, if not multiple times. The US is going to cut rates. Other major economies are also planning on cutting rates. So it's a global phenomena. These economies are like interconnected, guys. You have to understand everything is just like so squished up that everything is super connected in the system. If one central bank cuts rates, multiple central banks are going to be cutting rates. Let's take a look at recession. What's going on with recession fears? Recession evidence mounts with key August job reports on deck, and Wall Street still thinks that the weakness in last month's job report was just the Hurricane Beryl. They are wrong. Okay, US large cap stocks are trading near dot-com bubble peak valuations with recession looming. Recession. Everyone is talking about recession. Nobody knows when it's gonna hit. Is it just a correction? The S&P dropped by 2%. Qs dropped by, I think, a little more than 2%. Same story with IWM. Is it just a normal correction? Is it a recession? Is the system breaking? Is everything going down? Is my house going down? Is my 401k going down? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But you know what you can do? You can take this information and you can trade. The only way out of the system is to trade it out. So learn how to trade. And that's exactly what I'm gonna teach you on this channel. Learn to trade. Let's take a look at what else is going on. Trump Media stock. Look at this. Trump Media shares are down 74% from their March peak. Crazy stuff going on with Trump Media. I never truly believed in Trump Media. This thing is completely out of control. IPO'd at below $20, rose up to 60 plus, and now coming back to IPO levels. It's all over the place. Don't trade this, guys. This stuff is just not tradable. The stuff that is tradable, I'm gonna talk to you about that. So, the jobs report coming out on Friday. It is being crowned as the most important data for stocks. B of A says it is the most important piece of data, and I am with that. And the reason is because the number of job openings that we have, it's going to dictate how healthy the economy is. And the futures contracts, look at this, the futures contracts for the S&P index have become more sensitive to US jobs report than inflation readings according to the B of A global research. So everyone is talking about the jobs report. How crucial is it? We're just gonna have to wait and watch. But I'm pretty sure the Friday of this week is gonna be a really, really, really crazy day. So watch out for Friday. The index, what's going on with the index? The SPY, the Qs, the IWM, pretty much flat, no changes. Yes, there's a little bit of an up and down, but that's expected. 0.2% on the SPY, 0.26% on the Qs, and 0.17% on the IWM. I consider that flat. There was a violent move yesterday on all three indices. Today, they're pretty much flat. I think tomorrow also they're going to trade pretty much flat, and the big move is going to happen on Friday. Is good news going to be good news and bad news going to be bad news? Or is good news going to be bad news and bad news going to be good news? We're going to have to see what's going on Friday. Let's take a look at crypto. What's going on with crypto? Again, gained 1%, but it's not doing too much. If we haven't seen a last year, the 2023, 2022 kind of a violent move where crypto fell to 16K or 17K, I don't remember exactly, but it was somewhere around that. But it fell crazy numbers, and then the S&P followed. So if you're a believer in that theory that crypto basically decides the move, and then the other asset classes, the S&P, the bonds, the treasuries, everything else basically follows that, we're just not seeing that yet. And I think that crypto is holding really nicely. It's coiling. We haven't seen any confirmations either to the upside or to the downside. It can go either way. It can go boop or it can go boop. So there's a range. We aren't breaking this range just yet. We'll talk about VIX because yesterday VIX spiked by 33%. And the way VIX is climbing and it's holding. You see this 200-day moving average? It's holding above. If we see a full candle on the VIX, if Friday's jobs report is bad and the Fed is like, you know what, we're going to cut multiple rate cuts, we're going to have multiple rate cuts, and we are going to support this economy, that signals the market participants that something is really, really wrong. And in that case, the VIX is going to spike up, and if we get a full candle close, if you get something like this, right, no VIX, not like this, right? If we see a full candle close, what am I? Yeah. So if I see a full candle close, that's a sign that more selling is coming. Let's take a look at Tesla. What's going on with Tesla? 4%. Where's my Tesla hodlers? I'm gonna clap for my Tesla hodlers. Where's my cash? Let me get. Oh, not the cat. I don't want the cat. I want the cash. Where is my cash? There it is. There it is. The cash is falling from the ring, and the cat is dancing. Tesla, go Tesla. My Tesla holders, congratulations. But Tesla is still below the 200-day moving average on the weekly. I would be more interested to see if Tesla crosses the $234 level and then it trends higher. It gives me a lot more confidence. I want to take a look on the daily chart of Tesla. So let's switch over to the daily chart here. So Tesla on the daily chart, it is trading above the 200-day moving average. It's a positive sign. And the 20-period moving average is also curling up. You see this price action? The price is sustaining very, very nicely above the 20. So above the 20, above the 200, trying to come up above the 100-day moving average. Look at this reaction. Oh my good. Touches the 100-day moving average and rejects back down. If someone says that technical analysis is false, it's fluke, this is the confirmation that you need. Show them Tesla and they're going to be like, wow, technical analysis really, really works. Let's take a look at Netflix. Netflix, what is going on with Netflix? On the weekly, let's take a look at the higher level time frames. Netflix came down yesterday. It is still trading all-time high. Is it all-time high? Yes, it is all-time high. So I would be more cautious on Netflix right here because it is trading at an all-time high, and a lot of traders are gonna be looking for profit taking at this level. So if I see more selling coming, that would be a good sign to enter on Netflix as a short. But as of now, it is in a stable position. We're just gonna have to see what happens on Friday. If Friday comes out as a really, really bad day for stocks, Netflix is definitely going to take a hit. So let's take a look at Amazon, consumer discretionary. Amazon is trading at 173. We're not seeing too much action on Amazon, but Amazon is again waiting for the Friday's jobs report. Gold. What is going on with gold? Gold is trading all-time high. This is something that I really like. The gold, the shiny stuff, the stuff that can't be just made up and just can't be destroyed. The cash, whatever you're seeing, those dollar bills that you're holding, those are made up. This stuff is not made up. So if gold is holding up so nicely, it means that it is a really, really good market for the precious metals. Silver is gonna be pretty much the same. Copper is gonna be pretty much the same. All these precious metals are gonna follow what gold is doing right here. For my Forex guys, DXY, the dollar index. Yesterday I told you guys that dollar index is at a very, very critical level, coming down to about 100, and it is coiling. It is waiting. It is above the 200, which I really like, and there's a lot of demand, guys, in this level. Lots of demand. Lots of demand. Okay, so lots of demand over here. So anyone who is looking for a bounce, this is your chance. Look for smaller time frames and look for areas where you can enter. I'm going to take a look at the daily. If I see a higher low on the dollar, this is a really, really good sign. So if dollar holds this level and it continues higher, it's a really good sign that the dollar is gonna do well. Well, guys, that's all I had for you today. If you enjoyed today's show, give me a thumbs up. Again, Cash Booza bringing you the best of the market. And if you like today's show, give me a thumbs up because I'm gonna be bringing to you the best moves of the stock market, and you're gonna get rich, I'm gonna get rich, we're all gonna do it together. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.